Here's a quick preview of version 3.0 of Aleri's CEP platform. Hopefully, you've already seen a demo of the Aleri Market Liquidity Analysis engine. That gives you an idea of the types of applications that can be built using Aleri CEP. Here, we'll take a look at how you build a CEP application using Aleri's high-level authoring tools, starting with the Aleri Studio. So let's dive right into the Studio, blow this up to give you a better view. And here I've already opened up a data model in the editor. A data model is the heart of an Aleri application. It defines the input streams, which are represented by these orange boxes. This is the data flowing in from external systems. And these blue boxes are what we call derived streams. They apply operations to one or more input streams to produce an output stream. The blue arrows show the flow of data through a model. You can expand any of these streams to see how a particular stream is configured. For example, you can see the columns or fields for a particular stream. The icons on the individual streams indicate the type of operation being applied. In fact, if you look over here at the palette, you can see that you can choose from a variety of standard relational operators like aggregate, filter, compute, join, as well as some specialized operators like flex stream and pattern stream. In fact, this model uses several flex streams. Flex streams use a procedural scripting language that we call Splash that gives you a greater level of control than what you can do with standard SQL operators. We'll come back to pattern streams in a minute. Let's move on to some of the new features of 3.0. Before we do, however, I'll just give you a quick glimpse of a couple of other data models so you can get an idea that some models can get quite complex. We're actually going to go the other direction, though, to keep it simple, and use a very simple portfolio valuation model. This simple model has two input streams, a market price feed, and a set of positions that are loaded from a database or a file. A join stream combines the market prices to the positions to compute the value of each position by symbol. Now, before we get any more into the model, let me show you one of the important new features of 3.0, and that's integrated connectivity. Without having to use external adapters, we can connect to a range of data sources. We can start by defining a new data connection. We can choose the type of connection from a range of built-in connectors. My positions data happens to be in an XML file, so I'm going to choose my XML connector. I'll choose the file to connect to and save that data location. I'll then come to my source stream and I'll add an input connector and connect it to that data location that I just defined. Now that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is to actually import the schema directly from the data source. Let me show you that. I've predefined a set of data locations, and I'm going to choose one. It happens to be a database. Now I'm going to use the data discovery feature to connect to that database and see what tables are available. I can even drill into a table, see the schema for a particular table. Once I find the set of data that I want to use as a source, I can simply drop that into my model, and the schema is imported, and the input connection is automatically defined. Now I'm not going to use that here, so I'm going to delete that from my model. Now before I run this model, let me add another stream just to show you how easy it is. In this case, I want to go beyond valuing my position in each symbol to compute the total value of each portfolio. So to do that, I'll add another aggregation. I'll connect the data flow. You can see the columns are automatically imported, only now I don't want to group by book ID and symbol, but rather just by book ID. In fact, I don't want the symbol column at all, so I'm going to delete that column. And now I need to edit the expressions for these three columns to tell it how to aggregate. And in this case, I'm just going to sum the values in each column. There. So I've added an aggregate stream. Let me save this model. And now let's run the model. So I'm going to click on Run to start the platform. Platform started up. We'll go over to the execution environment and use Stream Viewer to see the data that's in the model. Now right now, the positions have already been loaded because I connected it to that data file. If I look at individual positions, you can see that they aren't valued yet because I haven't streamed any market data in. So let's do that using the playback facility. I've recorded a price feed file, and let's play that back. Let's slow it down a bit so you can actually see what's going on. But you can see it valuing the positions. And if we go back and look at that stream that I added, here you can see the total value of each portfolio. Okay, so let's shut that down and go on to pattern matching. In fact, let me close that out. And to show you pattern matching, I've created another very simple model. This one only has 2 streams. And the scenario is a broker that wants to monitor order flow coming in from clients. So the input stream, single input stream, that just has events with a transaction ID, customer ID, order type, which is buy or sell, a symbol, and the number of shares. And what I want to watch for is customers that place an order to buy a particular security and then immediately place a sell order for that same symbol. So I connect that order flow into a pattern stream, and using the new pattern matching syntax, I can define the type of event that I'm looking for and what to do when it's spotted. So the syntax just says within 2 seconds, when I receive an event from the orders stream with a customer ID of ID1, type of buy, symbol as SIM, and another event, same customer ID, same symbol, but a sell instead of a buy, and on the pattern, buy followed by sell, I want to output the customer ID and the symbol. Now, that's one pattern. I can add multiple patterns within the stream. We don't have time to get into that here, so let's just run this model and show you how it works. Again, we'll switch over to our stream viewer so that we can peek inside the model. We'll open up the orders stream first. Now there's no data in it yet. I didn't connect this. We're going to use the playback tool again. I've recorded an order stream. We'll do that at normal time. So we'll start streaming in orders. And then if we look at our alert stream, we can see that we've already spotted the pattern we're looking for, where customer 1534 placed a buy order for CSGS and immediately followed it with a sell order for the same stock. Here, they've done it again. So you can see how the pattern stream is watching for those particular patterns of events that we specified. Well, that's all we have time for today. Please stop by the Aleri booth at SIFMA to get a more in-depth demo, or contact your Aleri representative, and we'll be happy to schedule a private demo.